You are entering a mock draft live stream. Please stand by for Smitty.
Smitty is live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
You are entering a mock draft live stream. Please stand by for Smitty. You are entering a mock draft live stream. Please stand by for Smitty. You are entering a mock draft live stream. Please stand by for Smitty. You are entering a mock draft live stream. Please stand by for Smitty. You are entering a mock draft
live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
What is going on, good people? You are watching the Fantasy Football Show. I'm your man Smitty, and we've got a little special treat tonight. We're doing 3 drafts at one time, all 3 of them at the same time. I will share screen and show you what we're looking at. Here is mock draft 1. Actually, this is mock draft 1 right here. Mock draft 1 link has been dropped in the chat. I will copy the link one more time. I will drop it in the chat one more time so you guys have it. This is for mock draft number 1. I'm dropping the link in 3 seconds here. You can get in all of them if you want. Don't worry about jumping in multiple drafts. So this is draft 1. You can get in all 3 if you want. It's late night. Let's fill them up. Draft number 2 is almost full. I'm going to drop that. Draft 2. And then the ESPN draft, which starts in 2 minutes, is draft number 3. And that is right here. Draft 3 ESPN. Boom. All 3 in a row. Jump in. Doing it live. 2 minutes left in the ESPN draft. It looks like that one filled up already. That one's done. We're good to go. We're waiting for the draft room. So we'll wait for that. In this draft, we have 2 spots left. This draft looks like we got 3 spots left, so jump in. Let's go. How are you guys doing tonight? Who's first in the building? Navage. Nav. Is that Navage or no? Is that how I say that, Navage, right? What's up, Vincent? Philip. Fallon, what's going on? Hefe in the house. Raphael. Scotty. Appreciate everybody filing on in. Are we ready to go? This mock has a couple more spots. This one's got 2 spots left. This one's got 2 spots left. The ESPN one is full. We're doing 3 mocks side by side. ESPN's kind of fun to do because the ADP seem like you're taking candy from a baby. It's absolutely crazy. Drafted on Sleeper, I feel like we're affecting the ADP a lot. That sounds arrogant. I know people think that we're crazy to talk like that, but that's just the way it is. We mock draft more than anybody, so naturally we're going to feel like we affect ADP, right? Well, we do. The fact is we do, because if we draft Breece Hall over and over and over at 3.5, 3.5, 3.7, 3.6, 3.8, 3.9, some of you don't listen, you take them at 2.10, and I tell you to stop, we're affecting ADP. This mock is ready to roll. This is mock draft 2. We're going to kick that one off. Mock draft 1, which still needs a couple spots. I'm going to drop that link one more time. Jump in there. I just dropped it. I'm on the clock at the 2 pick. JT went, so I'm going to go ahead and go with Najee, who's typically my number 2 if I decide to go RB. Maybe this filled and I just need to refresh it. Sometimes that happens. ESPN. We got a super chat from Vincent. Vincent dropping a super. Thank you, Vincent. Appreciate you. Vincent says, take a lap. Turn up Smitty. Attaboy. Thank you, Vincent. Appreciate you. Gonna time out, Rush. Russian, you're gonna time out. Cooper Kupp. Okay. So it went Taylor, Harris, McCaffrey, Kupp, Eckler. I'm gonna guess Chase right here to King. Jefferson went 1.6. I'm gonna guess Chase right here. Where's Joey gonna get him? Is this mock ready? This mock's ready. Here we go. We're starting this one. Who'd he get? Henry, Cook, Mixon. Chase has fallen all the way to AA at 1.10. Can you imagine getting Jamar Chase at 10? That's phenomenal value. You could walk away with AA. You could walk away with Chase and Javonte from the 10 or Swift. In a real scenario, you get Javonte or Swift, one of them. Draft room is open on ESPN. This one just feels like you're taking candy from a baby in these ESPN drafts. I'm drafting number 4. Okay, I like it. Here's this mock draft number 1, which started last. Jonathan Taylor, Eckler. Javonte goes 1.12. Herbert, I like it, bro. I like it. Diggs and Javonte. I'm really liking your squad. AA, you would have got Javonte or Swift in a real draft from this 1.10. Although you wouldn't have got probably Jamar Chase there. So karma for stealing away Jamar Chase, buddy boy. Who am I going to take at 6? If Kupp goes here, I'm going Najee. If Najee goes here, I'm going Kupp. Plain and simple. ESPN draft starts in a minute and 20 seconds. Kupp, so that means I'm Najee. I take Najee from the 6 all day. I got Najee in both of these drafts. I got Najee from the 2 and Najee from the 6. This is draft number 1. This is draft number 2. I got Najee at the 2 spot. I got Najee at the 6 spot. ESPN is a minute away. And I've got the 4 pick. And we're drafting with a bunch of casuals mixed with our people. Let's see if we can recognize some of the names. Munoz, we know that's our boy. Matt, I believe that's our boy. I don't know about Dotson. Looks familiar. Fallon's our boy. I'm not sure if Dotson is or not. We have at least half of this is our crew. I love drafting with a bunch of randoms though. It's always fun. Always makes for a good time. Okay, I'm not on the clock for a little while here. I've got Najee Harris from the 6th spot. I'm on the clock. Brees Hall's there. Brees Hall's too early here. I don't want to set the wrong tone. Kelsey's gone. Let's try.
Welcome to the best day of the year.
Let's try Josh Allen here. Okay, let's mute. No, we'll leave him. We'll leave Barry. He can be on our show. What's up, Matt? What's up, Brian? Oh, I'm on the clock. So it went McCaffrey, Cup, Taylor. McCaffrey, Taylor. Oh, no, Taylor. Sorry, Taylor, Cup, McCaffrey. Okay. Let's go. Oh, God. Almost timed out there. So Najee, Josh Allen, Brees Hall. I'm going to take Brees Hall at 3.2. I want him to fall a little bit, but I'm going to take him there. I don't care. I don't care. I was going to time out, and I'd rather have my guy. I could have took ETN, but you guys are sniped. It's Snipeville. I could have took Tyreek, maybe. It was between Tyreek, Brees Hall, ETN, and if I'm going to reach, I might as well reach for my boy. We're in Snipe City right here. Oh, I'm on the clock. I'm surprised I haven't timed out yet. Debo. Harrison Debo. I like it. So this draft on ESPN went JT, Cooper Kupp. You can see it on the right side. Right here. JT, Cooper Kupp, McCaffrey, Jamar Chase, Austin Eckler, Justin Jefferson. I was the guy who took Jamar Chase. In draft number 2, I'm a ways away because I'm picking from the 2 spot. I've already got Najee, Josh Allen, and Brees Hall. Absolutely love Brees Hall as my 3rd or 4th drafted player. I really try really hard to let him fall to 4. But I'm gonna grab a couple different draft slots here tonight and show you where I would draft Brees Hall. If I'm in the 3.2 and I get sniped like I did tonight, there's ETN, there's Tyreek Hill, and there's Brees Hall. Those are the 3 players I'm considering at that point because I'm taking the player I think is going to explode from the draft value. And even at 3.2, I'm sorry, Brees Hall can crush it. Now, do I try and take Brees Hall later? I do, but there's no way Brees Hall, especially in this draft, is falling to 4.12. There's just no way. There's just no way at all that I'd have a shot drafting Brees Hall anywhere close to 4.1, let alone 4.11. So in this particular situation, I reach. In other situations, I don't. What's up, JD? What's up, Blackbeard? What's up, Matt? What's up, Brian? What's up, Double A? What's up, Vincent? What's up, Navage? Appreciate you. Double A. Okay, so I'm a little ways away from in the 2-hole from this 4th round pick that's coming my way. I'm on the clock in 5 picks here. And in draft 1, I'm inching closer. I'm 6 picks away, 5 picks away. Which one's going to be on the clock first? This one, or this one, or this one? God, they're all going to be on the clock at the same time. This is bad timing. This is bad time. This is pressure right here. This is like I'm getting yelled at in my ear while I'm drafting. You gotta take the trash. Just complete training. I'm a machine right here. A big, hairy American machine. Drafting right. Oh, God. This is all at the same time. Coming to a close. I got to start. Why am I not pre-ranking? Okay. I'm on the clock on the ESPN draft. In the ESPN draft. Running back. Am I on the clock over here? Oh, I'm on the clock over here, too. Oh my, what am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to time out on this one. I got to go to the ESPN one.
Quick, make your pick.
Jeez. What am I going to do? Aaron Jones. No! Who'd I get? Fournette! God, no! I auto-drafted in all 3 drafts. I auto-drafted that pick in all 3 drafts. I auto-drafted McLaurin, which is, I like McLaurin, but it's a little early. I auto-drafted Hawkinson and Deontay back to back. And then I auto-drafted Fournette. All 3 drafts came on the clock at the same time. I was on the clock at the same time in all 3 drafts. That was chaos. Jeez. Fournette, come on. How many tacos were great, Ron? Appreciate you. Ron Navy with the super. I appreciate you. God, what are the odds of that? I picked the 2 pick, the 6 pick, and I got the 4 pick. They all started at different times. I was literally on the clock at the same time in all drafts. Timed out with Deontay, who I can't stand in round 4. Timed out with Fournette, who I won't draft, period. Timed out with McLaurin, who I like. All right, this is simple. I'm going to cue... Oh, are you serious? I'm on auto pick still. Saquon Barkley. You gotta be kidding me. It's like ESPN and Sleeper are trying to just completely blast me. Like, hey, let's pick the worst players for his team. I got some of my 2 biggest avoids in Fournette and Barkley. Oh, great. I'm on the clock and I get a choice. Thank you. Gibson. Just get blasted. Let's go Burrow. I still like that team. Najee Harris, Deebo Samuel, timed out on McLaurin. Still got Burrow. Almost went Gibby. But I like Burrow there. Burrow can win a league. This team right here, what did I get? What did I end up with here? I ended up with Hawkinson and Deontay. Absolute travesty for me. I don't hate Deontay, but he's not a 4th rounder, guys. He's not. He's just not. I'm sorry, but he's not. If you want to believe in him, that's fine. But don't be taking Deontay without even knowing what's going to happen with this quarterback situation. He's not going to get peppered like he did with Big Ben. Taylor, Andrews, Herbert, Elliott, Mike Williams, Harris. My team's still okay, but Hawkins, I would never have taken Hawkinson at that pick. I like Hawkinson, but not at 5.2. McCaffrey, Barkley, Fournette, McLaurin, Judy. You know how I feel about Barkley and Fournette. Obviously, I love them. I took them in this draft. Kupp, Evans, Connor, Hurts, Mitchell, Eckler. I can't talk bad about anybody's team right now because I just timed out like crazy.
Guess they have their eye on him too.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Okay, Eckler, Debo, Keenan Allen, Metcalf, Jacobs. That's pretty crafty. Jefferson, Aaron Jones, Tyreek Hill, Lamar. That's 3 really good players. I mean, Aaron Jones, Tyreek Hill, and Jefferson. To get Tyreek Hill to fall to 3.6, Lamar's a little bit of a reach. You don't need to take him in round 4, but your team is still top 5. Henry, Kamara, Pitts. Let's see, I've got Burrow here, so let me queue up some people. Avatar dropping a wad. I appreciate you, Avatar. I appreciate you. Mock time, it sure is. Avatar, DM me on IG. I'll send you a link to this next mock. Almost up there. I'm up on this one. I don't even know who to take. I mean, it's 5.6. Hollywood. I'm not going to take Kenneth Walker because I don't want to ruin his ADP. He's fallen to round 6 on the regular. So know that I'm targeting him here. Hollywood. I'm on deck here. God, this team's frustrating me. I got 2 really good players to choose from here. Who are the quarterbacks available? Herbert's still there? I'm in the 4th round of Herbert. Who's on the clock? Okay. Herbert's really good here. Herbert's really good here. But McLaurin's here as well. I'll go Herbert. Oh, I can't stand the Fournette and Barkley picks. Henry, Kamara, Pitts, Pittman, Sutton, Cook, Lamb, Waller, Monty, Kyler. That's a pretty good team if you cuff Cook and Cook stays healthy. Mixon, Chubb. I'm really down on Chubb right now. I Chubb at the end of round 2 is the most. I know he's got upside. I would have loved to have had McLaurin as well. Davis, stay away from Mike Thomas right now, guys. He looks very, very hesitant running those routes, man. ETN is still there? Oh, I didn't even see that earlier. I didn't even check. How did I botch the Barkley Fournette picks and still have a really good team? Chase, Adams, AJ Brown, Kittle, Dak. Where are your running backs, AA? But I love your team. I mean, it's very. I probably would. Here's what I would say, AA. Since you are such a running back avoider in this draft, I would have punted quarterback, especially considering that people are drafting quarterbacks too early because we're doing 5 rounds and they feel the need to fill, their lineup or something. I would have just punted it in my mind and focused on RB and then swing around RB. I think it would have been better. You could have got Kenneth Walker, who I know we want to wait till 6, but if you got Kenneth Walker there at 5.10, which is almost round 6, you would have probably had a top 2 or top 3 ranking by me in this. And you still have a good team, but I don't know that the running backs will be there. Kenneth Walker, even I don't know about Akers there. Mitchell will be there sometimes in a normal draft. In our mock drafts, maybe not so much, but Swift, Kelsey, Gibby, Mahomes, Akers. I don't like Akers. Trust your gut if you like him. But had you put, like I just said with AA, put Kenneth Walker in that 5.11, maybe cuff Penny to him, then you have a top 3 team. Herbert, Javonte, Diggs, Waddle, ETN, Walker. That's what I'm talking about. Number 1 team in the draft. Right here. This is the number 1 team. The 12th spot. Surprise, surprise. Justin Herbert. See how proud I am of you right now?
You've just been Smitty approved.
Best team in the draft. Let's start off with the 12. Mixon, Javonte, Keenan Allen, Mahomes, Jacobs. I like it. Lamb, Diggs, Waddle, ETN, Walker. Navage might have a top 3 team right there. Swift, Cook, Pitts, Higgins, St. Brown. That's really crafty. I like that. Top 5. Adams, Kelsey, Monty, Pittman, Robinson. I like it. Henry, Aaron Jones, Elliott. See, here's where I would not go Elliott. You are forcing running back to have that hold on the running backs, but Elliott's not the guy to do that with. I think that's a mistake. I think that's where I would have went wide receiver. Would have got Waddle or Keenan Allen. DK probably went right, but he would DK or McLaurin would probably fall to this 3.8. So you substitute that out. I'll tell you right now, PJ, if you would have went Henry, Aaron Jones, Waddle, and then Burrow and DJ Moore, you would have been a top 3 team. McCaffrey, just giving you a little alternative, thought process there. It's mocks. We're here to mock draft and test it out. You know what I'm saying? Let's start another mock draft. Man, those tacos, I still feel like I'm eating them. They're like right here. Those were good. They're on my stories. The talk. Oh no, did I not put them on my stories? Yeah, I didn't put them on my stories. I might have to screen grab a shot of the live Instagram video and put it on there. But man, I had some good tacos a little bit ago, like a half hour ago. Where is my boy Avatar? There he is. Avatar. Here you go, buddy. Get in there. Appreciate you. Graveyard Crew. I'm dropping the link right now, Graveyard Crew. Appreciate you. I think I'm auto drafting on ESPN at this point. No, I'm still up. Okay, Avatar's in. Copy link. Here's the new link to the mock draft number 4. ESPN on the clock. What round are we in? Round 6? We need a wide receiver, don't we? You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to go RB again. I'm going to be prepared to take a guy that I would have taken potentially there, but I'm going to get him later. So it's not going to be a big deal. All right, we're starting this draft. Harris, Debo, McLaurin, Burrow, Hollywood Brown. I like my team a lot. I think, auto drafting McLaurin, I probably would have went. I don't know what I would have went. Where would I have gone with that pick? I don't know. Kupp, Brown, Metcalf, Mitchell, Murray, top 6 team. I like that. Jefferson, Chubb, Herbert, Mike Williams, Schultz. Very, very interesting. I like that team. I just don't love Chubb a lot right now, but that's a pretty good value for Chubb. I like the further down the second round, the better. Interesting running backs, given you went 0 RB through round 2, and then, yeah, I mean, that's a good team, Logan. Eckler, that's where I like to get Barkley like a little bit later than that, but like at least 3rd round. I'm not drafting him probably myself, but like I'm okay with that. That's a lot more baked in risk. Eckler, Kamara, Hill, Sutton, Kittle, Taylor, Evans, Hall, Jackson, Waller. That's top 3. I probably ran out of top 3 teams, but that's okay. New mock draft. I'm going to go from the 8 spot here. Copy the link. Drop it in there. ESPN, I'm up. Did my boy fall? He did. He did. So, probably going to go Hopkins here. This team's really, I mean, for screwing up 2 draft slots, my 2nd and my 3rd rounder completely botched Fournette and Barkley, even though I know a lot of you might like those picks. Chase, Hopkins, ETN, Walker. I still a good team. I would trade. I can't believe I screwed that up. I'm on the clock. I know I am. 18 seconds left. Javonte and Swift both went. You guys. 8 seconds. Put me in a bind. Let's go Adams and Diggs. Let's try that stack out. Oaktown's really milking this clock. Do I take JT? Do I not take JT? Oaktown, just make a decision. Pull it. Timed out on the first pick. Oaktown, make sure you go to Q and unselect auto pick because you're on auto draft right now, but we see you online. ESPN. I'm almost about ready to just send this sucker on auto draft. I'm about done here on this ESPN draft. I'm so disappointed in my 2 auto picks. What a way to start. What a way. Triple timeout. Let's do 3 mock drafts at the same time. Thank you for deleting the spammer. Double A says, what pick do you have in the first round? I don't know what you mean on that, Double A. Jamar Chase falling to 1.8. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to go. Thought that was me timing out. Okay. So Jamar Chase going at 1.8. That's filthy. Just straight filthy. I'm a ways away in this draft. a ways away in this draft. And I'm a ways away in this draft. Who's wow? Who's wow? Josh Allen? That's okay. So it went Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp, Eckler, McCaffrey, Najee Harris, Henry, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Swift, Javonte Williams, Dalvin Cook, Adams, Diggs, Mixon, Lamb, Hill, Debo, Kelsey, Mike Evans, Andrews, Josh Allen, Aaron Jones, Keenan Allen. I'm a ways away in the ESPN draft. Best team so far, Lamb and Javonte at the 10 pick. I love Swift and Tyreek, but I think Tyreek's safer a little bit downstream. Chase and Debo is really good at 1.8. Jefferson and Kelsey's solid. Pick number one's got Taylor, Chubb, and A.J. Brown. See, that's good value for Chubb, but it still worries me, though. I don't know why I can't shake it. Barkley is risky and redraft, but if he's healthy, Smitty, man, bro, 20 points a game. But yeah, but, I mean, you could say that about anybody, bro. What, if Zeke Elliott stays healthy, he's going to have a good year. Like, why? Like, why are you so sure Barkley, if healthy, is going to do well? You know, like, what makes you say that? Because I don't feel the same way. I'm not saying it like that. Oh, but if he stays healthy, can you believe? I don't feel that way at all. I don't think Barkley just for sure explodes. He's got a horrible offense. They're gonna not live in the red zone. His quarterback runs for touchdowns and vultures. They're not gonna be moving the football down the field, in my opinion. I don't trust Danny Dimes. I don't like Danny Dimes. I think the Giants are gonna have one of the worst seasons out of any team in the NFL. So it's like, could he do well? Sure. Do I draft him at 3.5? If the players around him I don't like more than him, like as dumb as that sounds to say, as obvious as that sounds to say, if I don't have handfuls of players I like more than him, do I take Breece Hall over Barkley every single time? Yes, I do. And because Barkley most certainly is going before Breece Hall in almost every draft I'm ever going to do that's a real draft, I'm never going to be forced to make that decision, Barkley or Breece Hall, because I'm taking Breece Hall every time. All right, I went wide receiver. So ideally, I want running back here, but I'm not going to force it. I imagine I'm going to take at least one. We'll probably go. It's a little early for Gibby, but I needed a running back, and I was going to time out. Monty's pretty good here. I'm going to cue Monty in case I get in a bind and run out of time. McLaurin's good here. Kittle's good here. Let's go with Monty and see how this feels. Have a kind of a balanced approach coming out of that fourth round. On the clock here, I might auto this team the rest of the way. I have a quarterback. I need a tight end. What round are we? 8? Is Dawson Knox's rank so low? Give me Knox. I'm going on auto. I don't really care. Bye, ESPN. See you later. Herbert, Fournette, Barkley, Chase, Hopkins, Knox, ETN, Walker. It's a good team. I timed out on the... I did not draft attention. I did not draft Barkley and Fournette. I auto drafted. That's my fault. All right, let's turn the volume off on this one. Okay, so... Russian, you're on auto. There you go. Almost on the clock here. I better start looking at some RBs. Kamara, I mean, I'll queue him, but I don't know if I'll draft him. I've got a lot of the same looking teams in these two mocks right here. It's kind of interesting how these players are falling for me. And then who's there? There's a lot of talent left. Herbert went. Okay, so I got Jamar Chase and Debo. On my queue, I've got ETN, McLaurin, DK, Waddle, Kittle, Burrow, Mahomes. I'm going to go ETN. That's an easy smash. I need a running back. All things are kind of equal. I lean position of need. I go best player available, but when all things are equal, I lean position of need. You should too. That is part of best player available. Joey says, bro, if you look at the numbers, tight end in the second round, aka Kelsey, has had a great percentage of best ball in the last 2 years. It just depends on who's there. I'm not opposed to it. I don't like Kelsey at the top of round 2 because I don't know that, like I said, you can only water a plant so much, and everybody thinks that Hill being gone means that he's going to eat more. I just think defenses are going to focus on Kelsey more. He's going to take tougher hits. He's getting older. There's a lot of worry for me that he's going to end up getting injured. I still take him in mid-second, a little bit past mid-second, all the way down. I'm fine with him. If Kelsey falls at the 2.10, I'm probably taking him if as long as a player doesn't fall that I love, more. But Kelsey's pretty good once you get to the end of round 2, because even if he misses 2 or 3 games, he's still going to be good there. Best has been 2 running backs in the first 2 rounds. Tough this year, though. So many questionable running back ones. I don't force any, Joey. I don't force anything. I don't force running back, early tight end, not early tight end. I don't force anything, Joey. The whole design of best player available is to not go in with a preconceived notion of what you're going to do. No plan of attack. Wait till you're on the clock and decide who the best player is. If it's Kelsey, it's Kelsey, bro. If it's Burrow, it's Burrow. If it's it depends on what part of the draft you're in. Don't have any kind of preconceived notion or idea or game plan. Literally wait till you're on the clock. Right now, I'm not looking. I'm queuing guys. Now I'm on the clock. Oh, I'm on the clock in both drafts. Dalton Schultz. Let's go with, because I'm going to time out. Let me just go with Dalton in this, and I'll go back over to this other draft. So I'm on the clock. I got 19 seconds, right? I'm going to look in my queue list. The best player available here. I like George Kittle a lot. I need a running back, but Burrow is by far, in my opinion, a smash here to win a league. I did need to look at running back real quick. I didn't have a chance because I was timing out. Yeah, I'm fine with that pick. The only player I maybe would have considered would be Eli Mitchell, but not this early. Connor's okay in the 4th round, but Burrow could be the number 1 scoring fantasy football player in all of fantasy. He's the best climber from this spot. Chase, Debo, Etienne, Burrow. I'm leaving myself a little vulnerable at running back 2, but best player available led me down that path, and I'm taking it. I don't care if I've got to work hard all year long to try and fill that running back 2. I'm not going to worry about these other positions. I have Jamar Chase, Debo Samuel, Etienne, and Burrow. I'm fine. That's best player available can sometimes set you up to be light at one position versus another. But if it does do that, you're going to be stacked at the other positions. So it's apples to apples. It makes sense why you're struggling at one position. You're loaded at your other draft slots. You take best player available every single time. Don't draft running back because you hear it's the way it needs to be, or you've seen it, or you've had success with it before. If you are great at something, definitely look to repeat that potential strategy. But even if you're good at running back, if you try and force it when the talent's not there, you're going to have no success with it. So best player available is literally the only way to draft, and it leads you down a road. Someone said, Blackbeard said 65 people in here, only 23 likes. Really? Wipe your feet at the front door, please.
Hit that subscribe button if you're new, and wipe your feet at the door.
It does help the channel. I appreciate it. Avatar, thanks again for the super, buddy boy. Appreciate you. We got the spam bots out tonight. Am I on the clock? What's the deal? I haven't heard. Oh, this one's over. So, Adams, Diggs, Gibby, Monty, Schultz, Herbert. Team Herbert's got Cook, Mixon, Waddle, Pittman, Judy. Hefe's got Williams, Lamb, Metcalf, Mahomes, Walker. That's a top 5 team. Swift, Hill, ETN, McLaurin, Hurts, top 5 team. Avatar, top 4 team. Top 4 team, easy. Chase, Debo, Higgins, Burrow. Am I on the clock? No. Okay. Chase, Debo, Higgins, Burrow. Oh, God, you wanted that triple stack, bro. You wanted that triple stack so bad. Chase, Debo, Higgins, Burrow. It's good, but the problem is if the Bengals struggle, and I did this with the Chiefs before, it can hit, but you got to have a whole lot other support, like at least two other guns that can carry you. And Debo and Clyde are close, you know. If you had a little bit better player than Debo, I think it would have worked really well. Or, I'm sorry, than Clyde. I like Debo a lot. If you would have had a better fifth player than Clyde, I meant. And I like Clyde a little bit, but that's a crazy build. That stack is insane. I got the Burrow Chase stack, and I've got Debo too. So we got similar teams. I'm just going to queue Pollard in case I get in a bind here because I'm running out of time. I'll queue Deontay. Deontay, it's 5.8. You know, it's a little different, 5.8. I'll just take Deontay. I'll prove to you that I can find a place for Deontay in my heart. 5.8, sure. Fourth round, no. We're talking about 8 picks into the next round of where Deontay's going. I'll try it out. Do I mind him there? I don't. I don't mind Deontay at all there. I don't even feel like it's a bad pick. I'm actually okay with it. But he doesn't live in the 4th round for me. It's a good squad. Swift, Adams, Metcalf, Gibson, Schultz, top 6. Mixon, Chubb, Fournette, McLaurin, A-Rob. Yeah, so this is top 6. This is Lamb, Elliott, Waller. I don't like the Elliott one. That's way too early for me. Chase, Debo, ETN, Burrow, Deontay. I think it's top 6. McCaffrey, Kelsey, Herbert, Connor, Sutton. We're running out of top 6 teams. That's a pretty good one. Harris, Hill, Barkley, Mahomes. I don't even know where we're at on that one. Harris, Hill, Barkley, Mahomes, Hollywood. That's really good. These are all really well-rounded. Good God. Eckler, Aaron Jones, Higgins, Dillon, Williams, Jefferson, Andrews, Breece Hall, Mitchell, Judy. It's good. Henry, Evans, Allen, Pittman, Taylor, A.J. Brown, Pitts, Moore, Jackson. These are all pretty good teams. Pretty even squads. Let's go with the rookie only on this one. Let's see, where is that? Where's the rookie only? So we're gonna go linear. We're gonna go dynasty. PPR. Oh, here we go. Rookie only. 12 teams. So dynasty, PPR, rookie, 1 QB. Copy link. I'll go from the 8 spot. Give you guys some fun, some ability to draft one of that. So this is the rookie only. Chase, Debo. So I think I was going this way, right? Was I? Javonte, Lamb, Metcalf. That's great. It's a great team. Swift. I love it. Competitive. That's good. Avatar. Chubb. I think I already reviewed these teams kind of midway through the draft. It's a good team. Harris. It's a good team. Barkley's good value there. That's where he starts getting to be good value. Kamara, I mean, live and die by Kamara with this team, and he's probably going to get 6 games. So, but other than that, I mean, on paper, it looks phenomenal. Jefferson, Kelsey, Fournette. I like it. All right, this one we're going to do new mock draft. This is a rookie only. We're starting it now. Go. This one we're going to do 2 QB redraft. Snake. Two QB redraft PPR. Okay, 2 QB redraft PPR. Boom. We don't do enough of variation stuff, so we're going to go ahead and mix it up. So in the rookie draft, it went Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker, Garrett Wilson, Drake London, Christian Watson. Ron Navy's on the clock. Ron Navy getting in the mock drafts on his own now. Attaboy, Ron. I knew you'd download the app and get it all squared away. Smitty, do you like my ESPN team? Brian, can you paste it? Because I already closed it. That ESPN draft made me mad because I timed out on the second and third round picks. Olave's really good. I'm going to cue him. Sky Moore is good here. Jameson Williams is good. Running backs, Damian Pierce, Rashad White, I like a lot. Tyler Algier. You know, it would really depend on what my objective was. If I'm looking long-term only, Jameson Williams is the guy I look at. Rashad White is who I'm going to take here. But I love Jameson Williams. I like Olave. I like Sky Moore here. I like Algier. I like Pierce. I mean, you can't really go wrong. 2 spots left in the Superflex league that I just dropped. So jump into that bad boy. Jump in there. Superflex. Boom. That's the same link. 1 spot left. This is a linear draft, so it's not going to be snake. We're back at pick 1 for the Brees Hall selector there. Havoc. Umberger is getting Kenny Walker in that 2 spot. Umberger is on deck. We have one more person to fill us. People don't like Superflex, I guess, right? I dropped that link, and it's taken a little bit to fill. Not into the Superflex, are we? Umberger in the house, man. And he's timing out. No, that was Havoc. Umberger's up. Umberger knows what he's doing. He knows what he wants. He wants Tyler Algier. He says, "Give me Tyler." Why are we not filling this 8 spot? 2 QB league. Let's roll. Oh, I'm not in it. Good thing that spot didn't fill. Let's roll. That spot was waiting for me. I almost didn't even make my own mock draft. Why does it do that on a 2 QB? Like, why can't it understand that you selected the 2 QB option? No on the Superflex, but appreciate it, Smitty. Thank you, Freddie. Appreciate you. It's okay. So I'm gonna queue up. Okay, enough of the wows. We're in a 2 QB league. Stop it. So I picked this spot for a reason, because it's a tough place to be when do you take Hurts here? Do you take a quarterback like that? Let's go with Hurts. Let's try it. Let's see if it would have been better to wait. We'll go Davis Price. We'll see in the Superflex if it was better to go. Okay, stop it with that. Ridiculous. It's almost annoying. It is annoying. Not almost. It is annoying. Cooper Kupp. I'm gonna pause this one. We don't need to go more than 2 rounds on this one. Actually, it's okay. I'm just gonna quit it. I'm gonna go on auto pick here, or we'll just leave it paused. Actually, we'll leave it paused after. We'll let Logan take his pick. Sorry, Logan. Go ahead. Go ahead, Logan. I'm sorry. Not letting Logan play. And I'll just auto pick my team. You guys want to finish it out, you can. As far as this draft goes, Brees Hall, Kenneth Walker, Garrett Wilson, London Watson, James Cook, Burks, Rashad White, Olave, Jameson Williams. I think the moral of the story here is 1 through 10, 1 through 11, even 1 through 12. You include Sky Moore and Pierce. Pretty darn good picks. And you could almost argue the player you pick at 5 could go 12. And the player like Sky Moore could go 5. Pierce could go like 6 or 7 maybe. Jameson Williams could go 4 or 5 if you want. All right, where's the... let's turn the audio off on this. This is getting ridiculous. Just hearing wow constantly when you're drafting quarterbacks in a 2 QB league. Najee, top 3 wide receivers are gone. I'll probably go Swifty here. All right, let's do one more regular mock draft here. So we're going to go draft settings. We're going to go 1 QB, redraft, PPR mock, 12 PPR, roster settings, absolutely perfect. Here we go. This is a 1 QB PPR redraft. Boom. I'm going to take the 1 pick. Man. So the only person with 2 QBs so far is Double X in the 1.7 spot, and he has Carr and Kyler. Now, I know Carr's decent. You know, like I get it. But I feel like the value of these players, non-quarterback players, are so much higher than Carr, even in a Superflex, because of what it's going to end up doing to you in 3.7, 4.6, and 5.7. Like Carr, I think Carr is... I don't know if I'd go Carr at 2.6. That's just me. Trey Lance and Burrow's interesting because you're so close to that swing that if Trey Lance were there at 3.3, you'd take him. So I don't mind that because I think you're still going to get a really good player at 3.3. It's really tough at 2.6. It's really tough at 2.5, my pick. Like if I would have gone with Brady or someone like that, or Carr, or even if Russell Wilson fell, it would be... There's an advantage to having the 2 QBs, obviously, but I feel like I probably would be upset at my team later. I'd be a lot happier with it by doing this approach, getting one of the quarterbacks and then coming in strong and almost pretending like round 2's round 1. I feel like that's where you have a huge advantage. If you can get a big gun quarterback, granted I usually like a little bit better quarterback than Hurts, even though I love Hurts, but like in a super flex, like Mahomes, Burrow, Herbert, Allen, of course, but like Kyler or Lamar, and then in round 2 start drafting as if it's round 1 in a 1 QB league, you crush it. It's the best approach in a 2 QB league because you end up having what feels like a first, a second, a third, a fourth round pick in a normal 1 QB league on top of having that quarterback you took in round 1. It's the best way of drafting against traffic because people are still gobbling up the quarterbacks a little lesser than normal too right now, I would say. And so Swift was a pretty easy punch for me there. You know, Javonte would have been a good pick as well. But that's a pretty easy punch for me right there because I'm gonna definitely see what feels like a second round player at this 3.8 pick now because I'm going against traffic to some degree. Everybody's kind of been in the third round so far thinking the same thing. We're kind of like-minded, right? But it still feels like I'm going to have like a second round type talent. You know, like Adams is there, Hill's there, AJ Brown's there, Mark Andrews is there, Mixon's still there, Aaron Jones is still there. Adams just went. So like I could take Tyreek here, who's a second rounder. I'm getting him in the third round. So we're right back to. All right, this draft filled. Let's go. I'm going Jonathan Taylor. Umberger's up at the 2 pick. I love the feel of my team so far. 2 QBs different than Superflex. Superflex is where you literally have 1 QB and then a Superflex position, meaning it's running back, wide receiver, tight end, or quarterback. You could do any position you want in the Superflex. That's either a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, or tight end. And so, I mean, you're going to choose quarterback because they score more. And most people that win a Superflex league usually are rolling with 2 quarterbacks, and a quarterback in their Superflex. But it doesn't mean you have to do it. It doesn't mean you can't win. It's a little harder climb to play in a Superflex with 1 QB. But I've won a league before doing it, Or you pick up a guy like Davis Mills in the middle of the year, and then you go with like a Kareem Hunt or something like that in your Superflex position until you get a quarterback and cultivate one. And get like Davis Mills, and you pick him up, and then you become something. I mean, that happens all the time in Superflex. You just got to be on your toes. You got to be on waivers. You got to be really on the ball when it comes to waiver wire acquisitions, and just crush the waiver wire. And if you do that, you're going to be in good shape. Nick Chubb. Man, it's going to be tough to pass on A.J. Brown here and Mike Evans. And see, like looking at the quarterbacks on the clock here, you have Lawrence, you have Tannehill, Zach Wilson. I mean, I know it's an advantage, but to have a quarterback, but I'm not forcing it when I can go. Let's go A.J. Brown. In this other mock draft, the 1 QB draft, we have Jonathan Taylor going 1, Justin Jefferson going 2, Austin Eckler 3, Christian McCaffrey 4, Najee Harris 5, Jamar Chase 6, Derrick Henry 7, Cooper Kupp 8, DeAndre Swift 9, Mixon 10, Dalvin Cook 11. This is redraft 1 QB. Then back-to-back 12 and 13 picks are Adams and Diggs. Kelsey just went at 2.2. It's heading on back down my way. I'm at the 1.1 spot, so I'm a good 10 picks away. 2 QB league is well into the round 4. Breece Hall just went at 4.8. Barkley went at 4.9. Again, this is a 2 QB league. ETN went 4.10. Taysom Hill's kind of a interesting emergency. You screwed up and you don't have a good second quarterback in a 2 QB league. You really need 3 quarterbacks if you can. Taysom Hill could be your third, where you really screwed up and you didn't back it up right, because he's going to be designated a non-QB, but you can bet your bottom dollar that if he changes over to a quarterback, ESPN and all these apps are going to take away his tight end and wide receiver eligibility and shove him into the quarterback spot. But you run a little bit of a risk counting on that, because you never know what these league management sites and apps are going to do. Will they what happens if he goes and plays quarterback and everybody complains about it and they're like, we're leaving him as a non-designation, you can't use him. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do if you draft Taysom Hill at his position? He's a tight end, and he plays tight end, and he plays 4 or 5 games as a tight end. Let's say he plays 10 games as a tight end, and then Winston gets hurt, and then other injuries happen, and they literally shove him in as quarterback. You really going to take away the eligibility he earned all year? It's absolute madness, in my opinion. I don't approve of it at all. I think it's ridiculous. I think ESPN and all these apps caved to 11 complainers in every league where the one person was smart enough to do it. So Kamara, AJ, no way I'm taking Kamara here. AJ Brown, Mike Evans. A little early for A.J. Brown, but let's see how this feels. Let's go Evans and Brown. It's kind of like a reach on both those guys, but I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, I'm on the clock here. Quarterback. I probably would take I'd probably take Davis Mills the next round in this situation. Because he probably would fall. He probably, based on the quarterbacks that are available, and if he didn't, that's fine. Zach Wilson's there, Winston's there. But Davis Mills, I probably would take when it turned back around to 6.5. So that's why I didn't take him there, because I just wanted to grab Gibby. But Gibby, A.J. Brown, Tyreek Hill, Swift, Hurts. That's how I think you could draft best from the 1.8. I think it's a good depiction as to what I believe would be a successful draft strategy. I didn't force quarterback because I needed to have like Tua at 3.9. Like I'm not trying to rip on that RDJ Sports, but like that just doesn't feel good. Mac Jones at 4.4. It just doesn't feel good. That feels like a total, like, you know, just for like that team. I think you could probably agree with me. It doesn't feel, the team doesn't feel great. You're just like, okay, I passed on quarterback. I punted quarterback in a 2 QB league or a Superflex league, and I had to force it. This is forcing it. Tua and Mac Jones as your 3rd and 4th round pick just doesn't feel natural. That's why it's so important in this round 1 to grab a quarterback if you can, force an elite quarterback onto your roster and just ignore going non-quarterback at first. Look what it does. I did the exact same thing you try to do, RDJ Sports, from your first 2 draft selections. I staved off the urge in round 1 and sacrificed there to then kickstart the same strategy you wanted to deploy in rounds 1 and 2, and I got to do it the whole rest of the way. Now, I probably would get a Zach Wilson, a Davis Mills, a Winston as my QB2, but I still feel like my QBs are better than the QBs that you have in Tua and Mac Jones, and I'd have Hurts and Zach Wilson, or Hurts and Davis Mills. But I still feel like Swift, Hill, A.J. Brown, and Gibson are going to still crush Kupp, McCaffrey, and the 2 picks that you get later, Kittle and whoever. But that's me. You could argue it, 100 different ways. But I think when you're inside this top 8, you can kind of force all these quarterbacks. You'll probably see at least one non-quarterback go at least. And if you have an 8 pick, you should at least get Hurts or Kyler or Lamar. If you get Mahomes, Burrow, or Herbert or Josh Allen, you're in the money. All you got to do is take one of those guys and then revert to normal drafting style in round 2 while everybody's doing what they did, probably to a more bigger degree in a regular draft. There were not a lot of quarter. You can see the color, that reddish color or whatever, or pinkish color, whatever it is. You could see there's not a lot of that color in rounds 2 and 3. Usually there are. Usually you'll see people force it even more, and so you're drafting against traffic in rounds 2 and 3. So that's the way to draft and crush Superflex. And honestly, I feel like I did crush it for the most part, because I would have got a quarterback that I wanted. I would have got a decent Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, or my favorite Davis Mills from that 6.5 pick that I would have had coming up. So I was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks away. I would at least got one of Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, or Davis Mills. I think that's how you crush the Superflex. Swift, Hill, A.J. Brown, Gibby. That's pretty darn good to throw with those 2 quarterbacks. Let's take a look at these teams, though. I think I'm almost up here. And RDJ, I wasn't trying to say your team was bad. I'm just giving an example of forcing those quarterbacks and how it doesn't feel great. And I don't know if you want to comment on whether you agree that you didn't, it's a mock draft. You're trying out different things, right? I do things all the time that I don't like. Like this A.J. Brown Evans, I hate it. I just wanted to try it, see if there's any reason I get to 4.1 and I end up loving it. Because there's sometimes if you force something and then you get back around to the other picks, you end up going, damn, I reached on both those guys and I still love my team, because who fell at 4.12 and 5.1 is perfect for reaching on A.J. Brown and Evans. But I don't think it's going to be. I wanted to try it. It looks like garbage already. Allen, Kelsey, Henry, Keenan Allen, Metcalf. That's good. Herbert, Javonte, Diggs, Lawrence, Waller. Love it. Probably top 6. Easy. Burrow, Lance, Debo, ETN, Pitts. Top 4. Maybe top 3. I love it, Marcus. Taylor, Brady, A-Rod, Barkley, Higgins. That's solid. That'd compete. Mahomes, Lamb, Cook, Hall, Waddle. Top 5. We're running out of top 5 spots. You notice how all the the teams that have the quarterbacks I mentioned, the top 4 quarterbacks, maybe Lamar, maybe Kyler, are going to be my favorite teams because they drafted against traffic. Or they got 2 quarterbacks and they still were able to, in a way, draft against traffic. Let me real quick queue up a couple players and then make these selections, and I'll jump back and keep evaluating what. So without a quarterback here, Burrow is going to be here 9 times out of 10. At the 4.12, or maybe not 9 times out of 10, but he's definitely going to be here, like, quite often. You know what I might try? Let's just see what that looks like. That's not bad. I don't love it. It's not a top 3 or 4 team, but it's pretty crafty. JT, AJ Brown, Mike Evans, Kittle, Lamar. It's interesting. It's not my favorite team from the 1 pick, but let's do one more draft over on this side. Do one more 10-second draft. 10-second mock draft. 10-second 10-second 1 QB PPR redraft. Okay. Copy link. Paste it in. Jump in there. I'm going to take that 12 pick. This is a Superflex. Lamar, Eckler, Mixon's good. Murray, Carr, Adams, Chubb, McLaurin's still good. I mean, they're pretty balanced. This is mine. Hurts, Swift, Hill, AJ Brown, Gibby. Honestly, I like these teams here better because they have the draft slot to crush it. Like these 3 teams, and even the Mahomes team. So understand what I'm saying here. You're in a Superflex, and you get either Allen, Herbert, Burrow, or Mahomes. Pretty much locked in. Unless you screw up the draft, you're locked into a top 5 pick if you draft good. That's the bottom line. It's the bottom line. If you're in a Superflex and you have a top 5 pick and you can land one of these 4 quarterbacks, you have a huge advantage. And that's to say, like I felt like I crushed the 8 pick, but even me crushing the 8 pick doesn't make me win this draft. I'm not even in the top 3 or 4 because these picks are so advantageous. Look at these teams. These teams are phenomenal. And I'm not saying the drafting wasn't great. Havoc, Cowboy, Marcus, and Matt, you guys all drafted very well. You didn't screw it up by any means. So kudos to you for executing. But like these teams are just on another level. Allen, Kelsey, Henry, Keenan, Metcalf, Herbert, Javonte, Diggs, Lawrence, Waller, Burrow, Trey, Debo, Etienne, Pitts, and then Mahomes, Lamb, Cook, Hall, and Waddle. Just on a different level, and it's because they start off with the best of the best at the Superflex position, and then they get to draft against traffic. One of these teams went quarterback, and the team's good, really good, but it also had very tight back-to-back first and second round picks. So it's amazing. All right, 1 spot left in the 10-second mock draft. Let's roll. This is the last one of the night. We've got 60 people in here. Please punch the thumb up button on the way in the door. How many likes do we got? Wipe your feet. Wipe thy feet. Is the new draft Superflex? No. Oh, God, I still have it. I have it. Yeah. Thank you. PPR. Good thinking, bro. Good thinking, broski. It is not Superflex. This one's not Superflex. Let's go. These are really hard, these 10-second drafts. Freddie. It's okay, Freddie. Avatar getting JT. Hefe. Najee. Ron Navy. It's hard. 10 seconds is hard, Ron. This is your first 10-second mock draft, I think. Enjoy it. It's okay. Hit the Q tab and turn off your auto pick, Mr. Navy. Oaktown, JJ. Just hit the Q tab and turn off auto pick, Ron, or you're gonna auto pick again your next pick. Eckler, Henry. So it went McCaffrey on an auto, then JT, then Najee Harris, then Cooper Kupp, then Jefferson, then Chase, then Henry, then Eckler, then Diggs. Ron, you're still on auto. Diggs, Adams. I'm almost up. God, I love that Swift and Javonte. You know what I love about the 10-second draft is people don't have time to find Javonte because he's a little bit down there. So in a 10-second draft, he's about 80% more likely to fall to the 12 pick. Javonte. 10-second. Know it. Set your draft for a 10-second timer. Javonte will fall. Guaranteed. 80% guaranteed. Ron, you're still on auto. You're going to time out, buddy boy. It's going to go straight past you. Smitty Carr has the best weapons in the NFL. No, he doesn't. Double X, I do think he has good weapons, but he doesn't have the best weapons in the NFL. I disagree with that strongly. He's definitely up there in like the top, arguably top 5, 6, like, you know, something like that. But I'd say you could easily argue a lot of people have near as good or at least equal weapons. But like Higgins and Chase and Mixon, that's easily as arguable. Debo, Mitchell, Kittle, Ayuk, Danny Gray. I mean, you could go on and on. There are definitely teams that have as good of weapons. They're definitely up there. I'd say top 5. I mean, Dallas is Lamb, Pollard, Schultz. I mean, you could definitely argue. You can make your argument too, but you're acting like it's for sure the one. You know, like I respect your argument for it, but I wouldn't go as far as to say he has the best weapons in the NFL. He is arguably. Where do I have Carr ranked? Not top 5. He's definitely going to play really well, but I just can't fit him into the top 5. Doesn't mean he won't play like close to it, or that he could flirt with it, or he could finish number 5. He certainly could, but I'm not drafting him as a top 5. What are we doing? What are we doing, people? We've got Timeout City over here. I should be good because I see a plethora of guys that I really like at this spot, and I just can't go wrong. Jeez. Let's just go DK, and let's go Herbert. Love it. I was going to go McLaurin or Waddle to give myself a little different feel tonight because I've been going Herbert and gang. Top 12, of course. Carr's top 12, yeah. To Double X's point, he's got really good weapons. He's kind of impossible for him not to be top 12. But do I agree with people? It's weird because like the people that like Carr 5, like they're Carr's top 5. Are you like they're so defensive about it though? You know what I mean? Like Double X, you're a little defensive about it, but it's like it's like if you believe it, you can't just be like, you're not going to be the type of person that's going to be like, I kind of like Carr top 5. I know not everybody does. I know not everybody does, but I like Carr top 5. People that believe that Carr is top 5, they're defensive about it. They're like, Carr's top 5. What are you looking at? Cam Akers is going to be a top 10 running back too. I believe Carr believers to that degree, like really, really, like I think Carr's top 5. I feel like they're the same people that love Akers, Barkley. It's just like an underdog mentality. You know, you love the underdog. Barkley's coming back. Mike Thomas will be fine. Don't worry about him. Derek Carr is going to be. I'm Derek Carr. I think people think they're that underdog. I'm Derek Carr. The reason Derek Carr is going to do good is because I am Derek Carr. You're looking at him. I'm the underdog. I've been the underdog my entire life. I am Derek Carr. 10 seconds is hard, Ron. Don't be hard on yourself. Appreciate your super chat, Ron. Ron dropping another wad. Am I really going to pick Deontay in 2 drafts tonight? Talking his value down so much that he falls. There he goes, Deontay to Logan. Hollywood. Hollywood's always my go-to at the end of round 5. All right, let's look at these teams, and then we are probably out for the night. I always say that, and then we talk for like 20 minutes after, so I don't know if I'd leave yet. Ron dropped a super, but I don't see it on the screen. Why didn't this super chat come up? Huh. Sorry, Ron. Let me read it. I can't put it on screen. It's not showing up for my system. But Ron says, well, F me. I'm doing on my iPad and I can't see the damn queue to turn off the auto. It's a tab, bro. Like, can you see it on my screen? It's right here. And on your phone or iPad, just probably flip it the other way. Or I don't know if actually it rotates, but you should be able to go and move these around. But I'm pretty sure there's a queue tab and an auto pick. But it's too late anyway, but it's all good. McCaffrey, Evans, Gibby, Waller, and Cooper from the 1 pick. It's pretty good. Avatar's got Jonathan Taylor, Mark Andrews, Breece Hall, DJ Moore, Pittman. It's good. Harris says Allen, Josh Allen, Najee Harris at the 1.3. Chubb, Mike, so let me read it in order. I'm sorry. Najee, Josh Allen, Nick Chubb, Mike Williams, Hawkinson. Ron Navy as Kupp, Barkley, Kamara, Kittle, Murray. Actually, a pretty good team, Ron, for auto drafting, but it all depends on Kamara, obviously. Oaktown says Jefferson, Hill, ETN, Jackson, Schultz. I do think Kamara's getting 6 to 8 games minimum. So, Jefferson, Hill, ETN, Jackson, Schultz is probably a sneaky top 6 team. Even though it doesn't have the running back, depth or anything, it's still a good team. Chase, AJ Brown, Kenneth Walker. What are you taking Kenneth Walker for at 3.5? Come on, Marcus. Marcus, this is tough love. Don't get mad. Not only are you Smitty disapproved right now.
You've just been Smitty disapproved.
People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to
Get lamb.
We got to talk, Marcus. First of all, your team still looks good, I might add. But what are you doing? What are you doing taking Kenneth Walker at 3.6? Who told you to do that? And I don't want to hear I did because I talked him up. I've made it abundantly clear. I'm the only one that could have probably influenced you to take Walker that early because you misunderstood what I said, Marcus. How do you have such a decent looking team with that big of a reach, bro? Like, you still have a really good team. But I mean, you could have had an amazing team. You could have had, who else would have fallen? I mean, honestly, I don't know who you would have taken. Definitely could have waited on him, but like maybe Pitts or Metcalf or I mean, it was a tough spot. Burrow, Herbert, Mahomes. Just no, you're ruining his ADP, Marcus. Absolutely destroying it. I do know Marcus probably got, auto drafted or something, or not auto drafted. He probably queued it up and maybe got auto drafted. Probably could have flip flopped his third and fourth round pick. No, even Walker at 4.7 is too early, let alone 3.6. You can't take Walker at 4.7. You got to build in the risk. Like, this is what's going to happen, okay? This is what's going to happen. Let's pretend this is the phone line, okay? If we opened up the phones, if it was like...
Call into the show. Call into the show.
The phone line's not actually open, so don't call. Hello, this is Smitty from the Fantasy Football Show. Yes, this is Marcus. You told me that Kenneth Walker was going to be an absolute monster, and it's week 3. And I'm really getting concerned. No, Marcus. I told you it could take until week 5 or week 6. It could take until week 5 or week 6 for Kenneth Walker to get into the lineup. It wouldn't shock me if he got very little work in week 1, Marcus. Well, you didn't tell me that. I did tell you that, Marcus. I told you over and over. You must not draft this man before round 6. You can't take him in 3. 3 is ridiculous, Marcus. You can't even take him in 4. Marcus, you would be crazy to take him in the 5th round if his ADP and the pre-rank list show him way down there. Marcus, you had to scroll 3 times probably to get to Walker to select him. That pre-rank list is your friend, Marcus. It is your friend. It will help you draft like a boss, bro. It is built on ADP. It runs off ADP. What the pre-rank list is, you know what the pre-rank list is, Marcus? It is your opponent's cheat sheet. Hold on. Marcus, this is all tough love. Don't take it the wrong way. I promise I just ran out of time and he was the only person in my queue. Okay. We got it. That has happened to me before where I'm like, okay, I'm going to queue him. And then you time out and he's literally in there and it shoves it in. So, that's a great argument. On that note, Marcus, I'm going to take a little lap for maybe jumping the gun and going down your throat on a 10-second mock draft. So, Marcus, how's this? That's for me, Marcus. That's for me. But just to hammer, Marcus, I'm using this as a training lesson, okay? For everybody else that's considering going, Smitty likes Kenneth Walker. Smitty said he could be top 5 to 10. Smitty, I have a question for you. So this is no longer Marcus calling. This is Bob. Bob calls and Bob says, Smitty, I know you said wait, but if you really believe Kenny Walker's top 5 to 10, you should just grab your guy. Wrong, Marcus. That's a Smitty not Marcus, sorry, Bob.
You've just been Smitty.
Bob, not Marcus. Marcus is my boy. I shouldn't have had him in my queue. Marcus, you're already relieved of any kind of guilt here, okay? So I'm sorry I yelled at you. I'm yelling at myself. And I'm also yelling at Bob. Because Bob's going to come to me, Marcus. I know it. Bob's going to come to me in week 4 if Kenny Walker's not in the lineup and say, you did it again, Smitty. This is Javonte Williams all over again. There's a reason Kenny Walker is not going until round 6, 7, 8, 9, depending on what league of you're in, what best ball draft you're in. Best ball, by the way, you can go on over to thefantasyfootballshow.com, click on the underdog banner, which is linked to promo code Smitty, or use promo code Smitty, or use the link in the description. Go play best ball right now on Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty, get a free 10-minute phone call. But I'm telling you, Bob's going to call me, and he's going to say, Smitty, you said he was going to be good. I'm getting worried. I'm about to jump ship. Everyone here that drafts Kenneth Walker and wants to abandon him in weeks 3 or 4, you are missing the point. and you are not having a proper expectation built into your drafting of Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker is going to take time. There's a reason he's going in round 6, 7, 8, 9, and Breece Hall is going in 3 and 4. There's a reason. If Kenneth Walker didn't have Penny in front of him, if Kenneth Walker was named the starter or talked about like he's going to be the lead back, even though we're going to use the backup, we're going to make Kenneth Walker the lead back. That's what the kind of vibe is coming out of New York with Breece Hall. It's already assumed he's the 60 of the 40 if there is a 60-40 split to start off the year. At some point, and again, Marcus, you're good, okay? At some point, Breece Hall is going to be more than 60%. We all know that. But when he turns and flips that switch and becomes like 75%, because we don't want him 100%. We want Breece Hall to stay healthy. But Bob is going to take a lap, like Freddie said. Bob needs to take a lap, not Marcus. Marcus is good. We cleared Marcus of all the charges in the fantasy court. Bob is not packaging in any risk. You have to package in the risk. Kenny Walker should not go before round 5 unless he's creeping up your pre-rank. Then I'm okay with it. If he's creeping up the pre-rank at 5.8 and you're not going to get him at the swing, then maybe. But at 5.1, it's too early because he's probably so far down on the pre-rank list, you got to let it go around. If you're at 5.10, you can justify maybe pulling him up to 5 and taking the guy you're going to take at 5.10 down at 6 because it's close. The picks are really tight. You can make that justification. What's up, Rangers? Yeah, Penny was really good. He was a top 5 running back down the stretch for a short period of time. That's why he's probably going to start off as the lead dog, but he won't stay healthy. And once Kenneth Walker gets a hold of the starting job, which will happen at some point, he's going to absolutely explode. He's not going to let go of the job. He is so ultra talented. He's such a gifted player. He's going to prove everyone wrong. But if I'm wrong, let me be wrong without it affecting you. Let me be wrong without it losing you a league, especially a redraft league. You start taking Kenny Walker in round 3, 4, and 5, early 5, maybe late 5, but early round 3, 4, and 5, when his ADP is 6, 7, 8, sometimes 9. I have people that tell me, Smitty, I got Kenneth Walker in the 9th round. My first question is, why did you not take him in round 8 just to be safe? Take a lap. Second, I'm in shock that he's still falling to round 9. Round 8 and round 9, are you out of your minds? Round 3 and 4 and 5, what are you doing? It's an odds game. The odds that Kenny Walker falls into at least round 6 is really extremely high. If you get impatient and you're like, I gotta have him, Smitty's been talking about him, A, you're not paying attention, B, you're impatient, C, you're not letting the odds play out, because if you play in 7 leagues, you're probably getting Kenny Walker in 5 or 6 of them by being patient. And yeah, the one league where someone takes him too early, so be it. All eggs in one basket, never a good idea anyway. It'll work out perfectly if you play the patient game with Kenny Walker. You'll get him in enough leagues because the odds are he will 100% fall to at least round 6 in 80% of the time. He will fall. I shouldn't say 100% of the time. 80% of the time, he will fall to your 6th round pick. Maybe 90% of the time. Play that odd. It's a very good percentage. And let him go early if he goes early. Don't get mad. Let him get sniped. We let him get sniped in the Throne League because we didn't want to take him too early. And you shouldn't either. So that's my take on that. I don't know why I'm still on full screen or half screen here. We just did 3 plus 4, 5, 6, probably 10 mock, maybe 9 mock drafts. I don't know. Maybe 8, probably 8. Did a rookie, Superflex, 1, 2, that's 4, 5. I think 8 or 9. And that's how we roll. Hour and a half. Boom. 8 mock drafts in an hour and a half. That's how we roll. Marcus, are you still here, Marcus? I hope I didn't make Marcus upset. Marcus, you're my boy. Marcus? Marcus, I don't hand those out to just anybody. Marcus?
To the moon.
Not very many people get a moonshot and a standing ovation, Marcus. So congratulations, my boy. You've made it. You've made it. You can put this on your resume. You can put this on your resume. The next job you apply for, Marcus, you can tell them, not only am I Smitty approved, not only have I been to the moon, but I've also been attaboyed and mashed potatoed all in the same night. Hire me. Hire me. Put it on your resume. You get Smitty approved, you can put it on your resume. They can call into the show and verify.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
The phone line is closed, but if you apply for a job, you can put me on your resume as me, Smitty, approving you, and they can call me up during the show hours, and I will confirm it. I will be a reference during the show hours only. Yes, I love the show, Smitty. I watch pretty much every day. That's all we can ask for, Marcus. I mean, I could ask for every day, not almost every day, but I'm not going to push my luck with you tonight. I think we got you back. That's going to do it for me. We're live Monday through Friday, every single Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Get on over to thefantasyfootballshow.com. Get your lifetime membership, your content, your text device, one-on-one text device with your boy Smitty. I literally give you a number to my work line. I have two phones I carry around, and on that second work phone, when you text me at a real number, it's my real work number, I leave you a 1 to 2 minute voice message by holding down the microphone, and it sends that little attachment, play button, 1 to 2 to 3 minute response every time you text me. And you get this detail-oriented response instead of this like, yes, do it. You know, I literally leave you a long old message. Nothing better than my text line. It's absolute amazingness during the year. Leave a comment. I respond to every comment in the comment section of every video. That means when this video is done, YouTube will put it up. It'll have 0 comments. I'm not talking about the live chat. It'll have 0 comments. I will respond to 99.9% of them. Get on over to the link in the description for Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code Smitty. Play best ball now while Kenny Walker's in round 7, 8, 9. Kenny Walker can win you. He won't lose you a league in round 7, 8, 9, but Kenny Walker can win you a league in round 6, 7, 8, 9. Breece Hall won't lose you a league in round 3 or 4. He will win you a league in 3. He will smash your league to pieces in the 4th round. Burrow can win you a league in 4, 5, and 6 in Superflex, in best ball drafts. Oaktown's been here for a little while and hasn't subbed yet. I'm a little better late than never, Oaktown, but Oaktown dropping it like it's hot late at night on a night mock draft live stream. Oh, we got to go back to the goodbye. Look, we always think we're leaving. Roll the credits again. Oaktown, appreciate you. Ron Navy, see you later. Ron Navy is a YouTube exclusive member. If you want to be a YouTube exclusive member as well, all you got to do is go to the main channel, the main YouTube channel, and there's a blue join button. And that blue join button, let me copy the link and paste it in. That blue join button goes to this link right here. Join YouTube exclusive membership. Boom. Do that, get the emojis, get access to all the good stuff. 15 seconds left. I appreciate every one of you. I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, even on 4th of July, 7 p.m. Eastern, because I don't stop working. I work for you. Why would I take the day off? I work for you. I'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate you all. Scott, I'll look at putting you in the graveyard when I recognize your name in multiple live streams over and over on the evening. That doesn't have to be back to back, but if I start recognizing you, Scott, we can't give out these tombstones. These tombstones we don't give them out like candy. We're starting to bunk up. Look, Pearson and Frake are bunked up. Shoddy and Ron are bunked up. Like, we don't like to bunk up the graveyard peeps, but they're back to back. Don't worry, we put them in back to back. We don't just give these away, Scott. So once I recognize you just a little bit more on the graveyard shift, we're gonna throw you into this. Okay, so just hang tight, be patient, and keep bringing it, bro. Keep bringing it. Happy 4th, Double A. Appreciate you. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Blackbeard. You're the man, the myth, the legend. Double A, Ron Navy, Scott. Appreciate you. Giancarlo. Congrats to Marcus. Marcus has got a lot that he can put on his resume now. Double Mooner, says Andrew. Freddie, Andrew. Marcus, the lap master. Appreciate you, Marcus. Daryl. Sorry, Daryl, I missed that. Hey, someone got my name, says Giancarlo. Acres, done, and I'm a season ticket holder. Acres done. You saying Acres is going to get hurt? Freddie, appreciate you, Freddie. Roger, appreciate you. Brian MC, appreciate you, buddy boy. Swift over Eckler. You could argue either, but probably Eckler. Vamp, appreciate you, Vamp. All right, guys. Tommy, appreciate you. I don't know what you said. Probably something negative, but I still appreciate you, Tommy. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.
Until next time, Bubba. Catch you later, Bubba.